Oh, yes. Oh, yes. Hello. Happy Saturday. I hope you guys are doing great. We got bricks of gold. Of course, I inverted it so it looks like it's a big tower of bricks of gold. Today, we're going to be talking about some really cool stuff. Let me adjust my camera resolution. For some reason, it likes to get a little silly with me, so hopefully this will adjust. I don't know if it's a graphic card thing or if it's a StreamYard thing, but it gets all glitchy, especially in the beginning of the streams. Anyhow, rock and roll. I hope you guys are doing great. You are watching Couch Doodles Live. I am your host, Fragaboom, comic book veteran of almost 29 years. Image Comics, Marvel Comics, DC Comics, Disney, Fox, Warner Brothers, all of them. Been doing that stuff and been having a great time and having a wonderful journey, which has led me here. Making comic books, making shows, making all kinds of fun for you guys. I want to say hello to the chat. I got these sunglasses on because they worked yesterday. Again, I'm getting these weird glitches coming out of my camera. I don't know what's going on. What is happening, Jay Money? What is up? What about Edgar Tarley? What's up, man? What's up, Mr. Green? Gable, hello, sir. Brian, hey, man. Oh, free gold bricks. Free gold bricks. Nothing in this life is free except for the love we have for our children. Bacon. Bricks of bacon. Andrew Sabina, what's up, man? Eyebrow Ideas, what's up? Rooster Puncher, Pedro, hello. It's this, what's up, man? Andrew Taz, hey. Arnold S. Sketch Therapy, what's happening? David Freed, what's happening? Formula Juan, what's up? Dennis Menson, hello. We're building up. It's a fine Saturday. Hopefully you guys were able to witness the epic happenstance of Indiegogo crowdfunding history with comics as Cyberfrog Rep Planet crossed over past $250,000 in one single campaign, not even counting in demand. So today I have a special guest, and I'm going to be talking with him about his book. I'm also going to be talking a little tech talk. Hello, William Byrne. How are you, sir? Michael Clan. Hello, William, Animal Mother. So his name is Eric Weathers. He's known for Flying Fortress and his new book, Battle Brick Road, which we got here. It's also the first link in the description. Hopefully you guys will give that a good check out. He crossed over the $25,000 mark yesterday, which is super exciting. Ladies and gentlemen, I want to welcome my friend, Eric Weathers. Eric, happy Saturday, sir.
Fragaboom, it's good to see you. Good to be here.
Good to see you as well, man. How you doing?
I'm doing very, very well. The campaign's doing well. All the lettering's going well. So things are looking up in the Weathers household.
Excellent. I noticed you had a guitar back there over your right shoulder.
Yeah, this over here.
You play, huh?
Yeah, I do. On the occasion, I don't play as much as I'd like to, but if I can get the cobwebs out, I can bust out some stuff. Some stuff.
I know exactly what you mean. Yeah. I have a whole studio filled with production gear that I don't get to as often as I'd like.
Yeah.
I really enjoy making music. I see a super chat real quick. Jason Bascom says, I messaged your lady on Etsy about the shirt. Not sure if I did it right. No response. That was a couple of days ago. I will ask her about that. I know what he's talking about. We have these draw everyday shirts. It's a reminder to tell people and remind yourself that you got to draw every day.
Draw every day.
Yeah, man.
I like that.
So what is that blue behind you? Is that the light of day or is that?
Yeah, it's a basement studio. That's one of those old windows that you can, if you're fit enough, you can crawl through it in case of emergency.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, man, mine's in a basement too, but it's weird because it's it's on a hill, so the basement is still higher than what's below it, which is
Right.
really weird, you know.
Yeah. Yeah. We've been looking at houses. We're looking to move, and you get to see a lot of weird stuff when you're looking at houses. Lots of weird layouts and basements that are technically basements, but they're still on the first floor. Weird stuff.
Yeah, the weird thing for us, my family, we moved here to the East Coast from California
Mhm.
back in October of 2018, and you know, houses with basements are not common there.
Right.
Houses made of brick are not common. So everything out here was like new and weird for us, you know.
Georgia, he said.
Yeah, we're in Georgia now. Yeah.
Yeah. All right. Yeah. We're in Kansas, so basements are plentiful here, but
Oh
basements are
yeah.
tricky.
Well, dude, this just makes more sense to me now. You're in Kansas,
There's a
making
theme.
making a story about Oz, but you've made it completely badass. Do you want to tell the chat what this is all about?
Yeah, yeah, of course. Battle Brick Road is, in short, it's Wizard of Oz with guns, but it's a little bit deeper than that.
Oh yeah.
We tell the story of Thea Gale, who lost her father when she was very young, and she's been on a mission, on a quest her whole life to try and find him, trying to figure out what happened to him. And about 15 or 20 years after he goes missing, she gets a message from him that says, Dorothy, I know life's been rough out there in the wilds of the great American desert, but I'm here in Oz. I'm here. You can find me. Here's my coordinates. Here's the coordinates to get here. And when you do get here, follow the yellow brick road. And she arrives in this hidden world called Oz. It was a place that was designed by a man that goes by the name Oscar Manuel Diggs. He's sort of an entrepreneur, billionaire, philanthropist, scientist kind of guy, and he created this utopia for people to live in. And he gave this utopia control over these 4 AI constructs that he created called the 4 Watchers. They're all basically sister AIs. There's a north, south, and west, and each one controls a section of Oz, and 2 of them are good and 2 of them are bad, and one of those 2 is extremely, extremely bad. She's a naughty girl. And Dorothy falls into this world. There's rumors of this utopia that was long lost in the deserts of the Great American Desert, and she finds that it's not the utopia it once was. It's fallen apart by years and years of warfare that have gone out.
Yeah.
So she has to pick up, some friends along the way to help her go find her dad.
That's awesome. Zero Depressive says, and thank you for the $25. I don't know what a RON is. A Ronin.
It's Ron.
A Ron.
Yeah.
Ron Popeils. Thank you for the Popeils, sir. Buckle your seat, Dorothy, because Kansas is going bye-bye. That would be Joey Pants in The Matrix, I believe.
That's right. Joey Pants, good guy, I think.
Yeah. He
At
seems
least in
like
that movie. Well, he wasn't a good guy in that movie, was he?
No,
He
in
was
that
kind of a
movie,
dick.
he was a Judas type. He caused all kinds of bad stuff. Adam Post says, "Naughty girl, I'm sold." Yeah, man, definitely.
Pale Adam Post.
Yeah. Hey, what's up, Past Master Dan, Jetsabel? How are you? Adrian, hello. El Argo, Zero Depressive, Romanian dollars. Thank you, sir. I wonder why they don't call them ROMs, like ROMs.
I don't know.
Because Ron, I guess they just skipped the whole consonant there. So I wanted to talk to you a little bit about lettering, because you're one of the monikers I heard about you is you're the Comicsgate letterer, because you letter a lot of.
Oh, he's dropping out. Yes, I do letter a lot of books. There we go. You're back.
There we go. No, I had to tell my kids to keep the volume down.
I get it.
Get it. Yeah. So you letter a lot of books. Are you do you letter digitally? Or are you lettering by hand? Do you do paste up? How do you letter?
I letter by computer. I letter digitally. Use Adobe Illustrator. I feel it's probably it's got a bit of a learning curve if you don't really know how to use vector-based programs, but it's once you get the hang of it, it just becomes second nature. But that's how I do it. Get most of my fonts from commercial fonts from Blambot or Comic Craft. You get the nice professional looking stuff, and I've been doing it professionally for 2 years, 3 years now. So it as I was saying on my show last night with Von Klaus, it just sort of fell into my lap. I was doing I had just wrapped up lettering a book for a friend because he was like, "Hey, I need a letterer. Here's a sample page if you want to try out." And it was a paying gig, and I did it because I was used to lettering on my own book with Flying Fortress, and I just finished that, and that's when John Malin said, "Hey, we need a letterer for Graveyard Shift. Send in your samples," and I did, and the rest was history, as they say.
What do you find to be the biggest challenge as a letterer?
Placement when the artwork isn't friendly to me. That can be a big challenge. Trying not to break the rules. Man, you were really glitching.
Yeah,
trying not to break the rules of.
My internet doesn't like this much gold.
I see. Yeah. It wants it. It's trying to get it. But yeah, for sure. When things don't follow easy flow, panel to panel, artwork wise, it's difficult. That can be tough because there's how can I rearrange this? Okay, maybe if I split this balloon for panel 3, put half of it in panel 2 so we can lead into the third panel. Now we have room. Might have to check with the editor or writer, say, hey, if we change this dialogue slightly, it would fit better. What do you think of that? Can we do that? Yeah.
What part do you find to be the most fun?
The most fun?
Yeah.
I really like letting people see their book become a book.
Yeah.
Because if it's just pages, it's just artwork. When you send them their proofs, they see the word balloons and they get to see it for the first time as a comic book. It becomes like a real thing, and that's always fun. Plus, I get to read everything before everybody else. That's a bonus.
Yeah. See, I knew you were gonna say something like that. Yeah, I'm a big fan of letterers. Going back to when I was a kid, one of the things that I noticed, at least habitually, that ends up happening to me is if I get into something, whether it's comic book art or music videos or movies, I start asking like, who did that?
Mm-hmm.
And I remember as a kid, the guys that always popped up as ones that I was like, yo, their lettering is great, is Todd Klein,
yep,
Tom Warzakowski,
yep,
John Costas,
yep,
Chris Eliopoulos, and then I'm gonna get into like my favorites, John Workman, like all the stuff he did on Thor with Walt Simonson, and then my number one favorite, and this is the only reason why I wouldn't be hiring you, because I know you're the best, but I got Ken Brusnak, who did American Flag, all the Howard Chaykin stuff, all the Punishers in the 80s and 90s, and I needed that thing, and I didn't even know about you yet, but I love my favorite thing about good lettering, like those people I named, yourself included, is there's a seamless quality where it doesn't look like fonts floating on the art. That you already said it. You consider the flow of the page. The lettering is very much part of the graphic experience as anything, and when it's not noticeable is when you know the job is being done right.
Yep, exactly. The best letterers go unnoticed. It's a double-edged sword because we work. It is our art form. It is its own discipline, and it's just like sort of the unsung hero, I guess you can say, of the comic book. I mean, even there are other unsung heroes. The guys that put the book together, but design and all that stuff needs to come together. But obviously, I have a soft spot for letterers, lettering format. Now my kids are screaming.
Yeah, that's how they do. Gable Pennyshot asks, are there any good lettering tutorials out there?
Yeah, Gable. I would check blambot.com. They have a section on lettering. It's called lettering grammar, but basically it's all the rules you need for like how to properly letter a book, like when to use bold and italic, when to use radio balloons, when to use all these different, how to use quotations and how to use sound effects and things like that.
Blambot?
Yeah, Blambot. And it's a good place for beginner letters to get free fonts. that they look like professional comic. Well, they are professional comic book fonts, but you can use them for free for indie projects and stuff like that.
That's great.
I have one video that was supposed to be the start of a series, but I got insanely busy, and it shows you how to at least make a balloon in Illustrator and make it look like a proper comic book balloon.
Yeah, Zayd Comics, you know Phil.
Yeah, of course.
He says you're very helpful, and I know he's over there lettering their comics line, so that's big love. And that, you know, Ethan had said something earlier. I was watching his stream today, and it's something that I'm a big fan of too, which is when us, I don't want to call us older guys, but you know, the guys who have more experience are able to, like, either A, give work to the new guys, or B, help with our experience and our trials and tribulations, help steer the new kids, whether they're kids or not.
Right.
It's super rewarding, and it's something that I don't see as much. I used to see it in mainstream comics, you know, like guys like Jim Lee were, I don't know if the word's coached or trained, but mentored in a way by their editors. Their editors would say, "Hey, check this out," and you know, and I remember one of the things, like Carl Potts, who was one of the guys who helped Jim Lee out, turned him onto a book called The 5 C's of Cinematography.
Yeah, that's a great book.
It's a really good book.
Yeah.
You know, thank you, Adam Post. He's like, mentor. That's correct.
Mentor, that's a good one.
Yeah. So, but one of the things I noticed, especially getting back into comics, like I left comics in 2002. I came back in 2018 to work on He-Man. And I noticed that the experience was completely different. Even back in 2002, it had changed a bit, where editorial seemed to be more like they were keeping the train running and keeping a schedule versus cultivating talent and things. Hold on a second.
Sure. Yeah, I mean, editorial has definitely changed, I would say, because the way it was back then, there were those mentors. There were like, hey, let's try this. You know, this panel breakdown isn't going to work because you're not going to be able to tell the story right if you do it this way. Like, it was more hands-on, and I think that the books were better for it because there were more there was more interest in what the final product was going to be.
Right, and they were cultivation of, like, I don't know. They saw the artists as long-term investments or assets.
Yeah.
Versus just this guy who's coming in and doing his thing. This guy or girl that's coming in doing their thing. They come, they draw, they leave. You know. And anyhow, what I'm saying is it's good to see, especially Comicsgate. I would say I'm witnessing it a lot in Comicsgate, where that sort of habit of mentorship and paying it forward is being kept alive. So big ups on you for helping people out.
Just trying to help. I mean, that was what Phil was saying. It was he messaged me, I don't know, maybe a year ago, and was like, hey, I kind of want to letter my own book. Do you have any tips? And sent me some samples. And I was like, you know, just look out for these things, what I see. He sent me some other stuff. We did a little back and forth, and now he's lettered his book. He's getting hired on another one. I mean, I think it's great. It's great.
It's excellent, man.
Yeah.
So you got 23 more days left, and you guys crossed over the 25,000 threshold last night, right?
Yeah, even into 26. Yesterday we were at
awesome.
24 and a half. About 24 hours ago from right now, we were about 24,000. And I had to put an update on the campaign page, and I sent an email out to all the people on the mailing list, and that bumped us up. So we got an influx of backers over the past 24 hours, and it's been great. It's been really great.
Heck yeah. You know, you've reminded me I need to do an update letter on my campaign too. That's a good reminder. That's one of the things that a lot of people don't know. I mean, when some people, I've noticed some people have like people running their campaigns for them. I'm of the mind I'd rather run it myself, so I'm in the know. I can answer questions personally and things like that, but and also, taking responsibility. But I'll tell you, one of the things that's really interesting about it, especially when you're campaigning, actually on shows, helping out with other shows, things like that. We also, you're a dad, I'm a dad. Running all that stuff sometimes is something as simple as like doing a follow-up letter. You go, oh shit,
Yep.
that's right, and then it becomes like the end of the day. So you've reminded me. I thank you. Oh, Mr. W's in the chat. Haven't seen you in a while, Mr. W. Hello.
Hello. Yeah, those updates are important because one, you're engaging people that have backed your book and you're letting them know what's going on. But the other thing is every campaign has a follow button. You see it right there next to the back it button.
Oh,
So if you're interested in a campaign, you're not ready to back it, you just hit that follow button. You're going to get those updates. So that's
I did
informing.
not know that.
Yeah, that's informing people that have yet to back. Because they're going to get those updates too. So you send out that info and it's that little reminder that says, oh yeah, I was going to back Black Flag. Now's my chance because look at all this great stuff he just talked about.
Yeah,
So,
that's great. And you know what? I think I need to start doing that because like there were a couple of campaigns that I like. Phil Magic Cop was one of them that I had talked about it on my show. I've bigged upped it. I've shared the links, all this stuff. So in my head, I was like, oh yeah, I backed that.
yep.
And then, like in my head, I totally thought I had backed it. And then like when I was building my campaign, it had said something about like, oh, these are your contributions. I was like, oh, that's great. I'm like, where's Magic Cop?
Yep.
Oh shit. So I think from now on, I'm just going to hit the follow button on things because it's a fantastic reminder. Hail Shadowhawk.
Shadowhawk's a big supporter of me and my stuff. Shout out to Shadowhawk.
Yeah, Shadowhawk is consistently. I see him on other shows supporting the movement. Big love to you, big guy. I saw Biggins. Mr. Biggins is in the chat.
Nice.
It's what is this here? At Dan house instead of Puff Puff Pass, it's Puff Puff what? You didn't bring your own? Oh, come on, man. I'm the only one in my house that does it. Me and the 1-year-old. The 1-year-old is always trying to sneak up in there. Nah, it's just me. So what I'm going to do, this is one of the things I do, Eric, is I open up the panel to the chat.
Okay.
We've always had good behavior. No one's ever been a jerk. So if anybody wants to come in, and that means you, Mr. Biggins. I don't know if you've been lifting big and if you are chilling, having big drinks with Mrs. Biggins. But if you want to come up in here, anybody that wants to come up in here is welcome. Charlie Abundance in here. Oh, come on, man. Hail, Charlie's. Hello again. We were hanging out in Ethan's stream earlier today.
Yeah.
Good stream, man. A nice, good energy, good follow up. I love that stuff when you get a little bit of follow up information. You always wonder how it goes,
Yeah, it's really cool, and he's showing off these extra things that he's thinking about. He's like, look at this awesome sculpture. We're gonna make this a statue or DC, like a DC Direct statue. I mean, how was that not cool? I mean, who's not gonna want that thing? That sculpt was gorgeous. It makes now I want a Thea Gale sculpture. I want a Toto sculpture. We need to get there.
Exactly. That was the other thing he was bringing up. He was bringing up the fact that like this guy that did the digital sculpt. This I just call him Law because that's what I remember. This Law guy who had done that sculpture was a fan, and so was Kyle Ritter. And so these guys come in and opportunities are had. What a wonderful era we live in. Back when I was a kid, we'd have to go to conventions, wait in line to get our stuff seen, just to be kind of told a few tidbits, breadcrumbs to go home and work on. Now we have this thing. I'd like to welcome David Feed to the show. David, how are you, man?
Hey, David.
Fine, thank you for the invite.
You're welcome.
What's up?
We're chilling. We're also going to bring in Couch Doodle's live show regular, Sketch. What up, Sketch?
How you guys doing?
Hey, Sketch.
You're doing well, man.
Fine, thank you.
I'm still working on that fan art. That gorilla's looking awesome. I think you're gonna like it. You know, I'd like more pictures of the Scarecrow because I really like that character.
Yeah.
But I'm loving that, and I'm also starting to get into the pencil work on that Black Flag fan art.
Dude, I can't wait.
Are you doing the gorilla with the lion cloth or the thing
That's
dangling
the one.
in between?
Yeah,
it was it was a cloth. It was like a cloth. It wasn't a big old dingle dangle.
What Sketch is talking about? Is he doing a flying gorilla fan art? And the gorilla's got Scarecrow by his ankles, and he's flying away with him. He's doing that for Battle Brick Road. And David Feed actually did a piece too.
Excellent.
You can see that if you go to the update section. I posted some of the fan art that got sent in.
Oh, great!
Oh my
That's
goodness!
Great. I didn't know you could. I didn't know you. Is that where you're posting? Oh yeah, here we go.
Yeah, you guys get better fan art than mine. You put the good fan art in there. I don't want to impose.
Yeah. So we got this in. That's David's right there.
Oh my goodness!
Yeah, I couldn't, dude. I love it. This was his Toto 2.0. If you notice, the shell is broken open, and this enormous robotic beast is coming out of it. And
that's nice.
That's Eric Nienoltowski. He did that on Drawn and Quartered Fan Edition.
Yo, that's
days ago.
Pretty damn epic.
That's like the Wildcats Battle Brick Road team.
But why is there a fan edition of a show that's not running anymore? Is that show still running?
I don't know. I think
he should get his own title. It'd be nice. That's Chester, right? I think I was talking to him yesterday. He was on. He was on with Art Thiebert. They were talking some stuff over there. It's good stuff.
Hey guys, let's welcome in, and hopefully he can tell me how I'm saying the name right. I think it's this 5. What's up, man? How are you?
What's up, Fraga? Thank you for the invite, man.
How do you say it?
Ichthys.
Ichthys. Thank you, man. I'm sorry. I've been saying it wrong this
whole time. It's okay, man. You know, I get Itchy 5, so...
Itchy 5. I like Itchy 5.
That's the most infamous name that...
Itchy 5 is alive.
That's one I have to, work really hard to brand myself.
Yeah. How you doing this fine Saturday?
I'm doing good, dude. I'm just working on my my first comic, JRPG, which is Juvenile Radioactive Pro Wrestling Gators.
I love it.
So, like, it's an inspiration of TMNT, and it's going to be black and white, and I'm just having a lot of fun with it. A lot of inspirations of my entire life living here in Florida, so it's...
Oh, yeah, hence the Gators.
Yeah.
Gators.
I used to live around
the radioactive.
They'll steal your children.
Yep.
You know Hialeah?
I'm sorry, what?
You ever been down by Hialeah, Miami, the southwest area and all that? Well, I used to live on 10th Street. They have a big 8th Street festival every couple of years, and I used to go down there. It's just a fun place. Oh, wow. It's a fun town, definitely.
Oh, definitely, dude. I'll check that out.
Excellent. Yeah.
So the original TMT was in black and white, right?
Yeah,
it was.
Yep.
And even the cover only had one color on it. That's that sort of reddish tone. Same with issue 2. It was like a greenish tone, and they did that to save money.
Yeah. They sold that thing out of the back of their trunk, didn't they?
They did. They only printed 3,000 copies. They sold some ads. They printed it locally there in Massachusetts. Really incredible when you think about the story. So, Ichthys, when do you think you're going to be doing your campaign?
A campaign? Honestly, nothing out of the ordinary. Nothing soon. I'm just trying to build myself up as a brand. I'm doing. I'm pretty much just doing that one. My first book with Cassidy Blonde, who is the writer and my letterer, and pretty much is going to be the Corona Kings project, which I'll be on the second Zine. It's going to come out next month in June 1st. So I'm trying my best to like pump out the content and get those pages done.
Excellent.
So yeah, man.
Are you you have yourself a YouTube channel yet?
No, not necessarily. Like I'm trying my best to document myself, just working on my first comic, as well as working on other projects. After this one, I'm working on an ash can with another creator that actually is going to be 2 ash cans, so it's going to be like a 2-part story, which I'm pretty excited for. I'm trying to give it that nice 90s edge to it.
You do the
love
art
them,
or the
everything.
story? You're a writer or an artist?
I'm the artist on the for the ash can.
Cool.
Hey, you guys have heard of the term apocalyptic, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
Once or
Yeah.
twice.
Well, have you heard post-apocalyptic?
Post.
Yes.
Yes.
Yeah.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome Adam Post.
Oh,
yeah.
yeah. The apocalypse of the story what you created.
That's a
I
good
gotta line
segue.
Yeah, you know what? What's up? What's up? Fragaboom.
How are you?
Battle Brick Road. Itchy, you are the future, my friend. Why do I say this? Because you say you're thinking about doing a project.
Mm-hmm.
Welcome into the heart of Comicsgate.
This is it.
You're in Fragatown. Fragatown. Used to be Fragaland, but now it's Fragatown. He's
Love
got
it
all the
now,
gold
yeah.
behind him and all the intentions. It's good to hear you've got your own inventions. Now, here is my straight up advice, because I've got to force it on people if they don't take it or ask for it. You're going to launch a project that's awesome.
Mm-hmm.
One of the ways to know if what you're doing is working, because you've got a strategy where you want to get known, and that's very cool. But you don't know if it's working or not. Going on Fraga's show, that's awesome. People get to see your name, get to kind of know who you are.
Mm-hmm.
But for free on Indiegogo, you can launch your project's sign-up list. So you can get email names of, like, let's say your project, I don't know, that you have a name for your project yet?
You're gonna love it, Adam.
What is it?
Hit him with it at this.
Oh, well, the project I'm working on is JRPG, which is Juvenile Radioactive Pro Wrestling Gators. It's an inspiration to TMNT.
That's cool.
It's going to be black and white,
smell it.
as well as most of the inspiration is where I live. I live in Florida my whole
Oh, yeah, I
entire
heard
life.
that. Yeah. Gators in Florida. All right, cool. Ninja Turtles.
I smell a GI Jackrabbit crossover.
Jackrabbits they're taking over. They're taking
Oh, right
Let me
on.
just put it this way. Before I knew Dan, he used to dress like in regular clothes. Now,
Okay.
you know what I'm saying? He made that bet, and he's living on his bet. And it's all about the rabbits. Anthropomorphic is love. But here's my advice, seriously, is if you make a sign-up page on Indiegogo, like with some artwork, with your concept, just your title, very limited, you can be passing that out. You know, so it can be.
I got a question on that. Once you start that, is there a hard date on the start, or is that flexible?
Yes,
Oh,
there's
there
a hard
is.
date on the start for the pre-launch page. But here's how it works. All right, I was going to do a beatbox, but I can't. Be honest. No, here's how it works. What you got to do is put your title out. We're going to work on that.
You were getting some flow, man. I was getting excited.
Yeah, I don't want to mess up talent. I want to tell you the right stuff. So
Leave that one to the professionals.
the way the pre-launch page works is this: yes, there's a 6-month limit to how long you can collect addresses for.
Gotcha.
But it doesn't matter, because you can collect it for 6 months, and then if you're not ready yet, you just launch a new page. There's no fee, there's no penalty. You download the names, and they're your names. So the name of your project is, X, whatever it is. Like, you're on Fraga's show now. You're like, hey, if this sounds cool to you, go ahead and sign up at my page. You'll get email when we're doing updates and when we're going to launch. So it doesn't cost anything. And what's cool is when you've got at least, a lot of people like to say 300, you can kind of get by with 100 names. But if you do not have 100 people that are interested in seeing when G.I. Jackrabbits is coming out, when College of the Dead 3 is coming, whatever the title is, if you don't have 100 people that have signed up for that list, what you're doing is not working. So you got to be like, well, what else am I going to do to get names? You know what I mean? And a lot of people I've been hearing, like Lucent had a couple of 100 names when he was ready to start. A lot of people had that success. So we were talking, Dan was talking about the mentoring earlier. It's like, it's true. We kind of do want to do that, because the more successful everybody is, the more successful the whole thing is.
Okay, I'll chip in for that. I'll give you some advice. Get on the big shows. Even if you're not on the show, get in the chat. Shake people's hands. Like kiss babies, that kind of shit. Go into the go into the big popular chats and just talk to the people, because the people in those big chats are the people that buy the comics.
Yeah, and they're
when you got a creator that's like above the chat, doesn't go into the chat and talk to the plebes, that's not good. I understand some of you guys are real busy doing that work, but it counts. It counts for a lot.
And it doesn't take long. You see Sketch, you can message him in the chat and say, "Hey, Sketch, hail Sketch, how you doing, brother?" And Sketch is always going to respond, be like, "Hey, how are you?" And then people see your name a few times.
Right.
Yep.
You might want to check out my YouTube channel too, AdamPostSpeaks.com. I think I did a video about the pre-launch page and a couple of other tricks in there, because what you don't want to do is you don't want to work on something and not get responses.
Right.
Because you could be putting your hard-earned time and energy into something and then not getting a result. It's like I did more than like 35 videos on it, and you watch whatever ones you like. You could always hit me up on Twitter too.
Adam
The
posted
last video you did about printing, that's awesome.
Oh, thanks, Dave.
Like wondering exactly how to get, like a good website or somewhere to get quotas. So yeah, anyone who's interested in printing, you should definitely check that video out.
Yeah, it's a pricing calculator. Oh, Crackhead Jeremy. I see him around a million times.
He's been cracking me up since he got here. I've been looking at him in the chat. It's good.
Yeah,
he's making the rounds. Everybody's familiar with Crackhead Jeremy these days.
You guys, let's take a look at Battle Brick Road.
Oh, hey, I know that book.
Yeah, this is Eric's book. We talked about it in the first 15. I want you guys to look at two numbers right now. We're looking at 26,490 and 468 backers.
Cool.
I believe we can get this to 27,000 easily. And I think the backers, we can get up to 500 backers easy. If you guys haven't backed this book, this is one of those books that you're going to want to back. One of the things I talk about in my streams a lot, and it's because I'm a fervent believer in the fact that this is a brand new era. You've heard of the Bronze Age, the Silver Age, the Golden Age of comics. I don't know if we want to call this the Platinum Age, but it is the age of independence, a brand new age, and these are the first floor books. You guys want to get in on these now, and get these first prints. And not, I mean, obviously you want everybody to catch on to this 5 years from now when they buy the trade, but you want to say, I knew it when. This is that opportunity, so definitely check that out. Another book that we want to take a look at, which launched yesterday, is that Umbrella Guy's book.
Love that guy.
Yeah, another case for the littlest umbrella. Now, I mean, they're not even at 24 hours yet, and they're at 31,000. Going hard. You guys definitely need to check that out.
Yeah,
I saw you on there yesterday. You went on there for a little bit, right?
I did, but it was a busy. A busy one.
I think they flagged this channel, the stream a couple of times.
They did. I rolled out before they flagged, because Lit Dev wanted to come in, and they were, a lot of people in the green room. So I rolled out, but then we have College of the Dead, dude. You guys want to? Mr. Post, tell us about it.
College of the Dead is my zombie apocalypse series. It's a zombie apocalypse that takes place on a college campus. This is the second book in the series. It's full color, 48 pages. It's actually going to be shipping in just a few weeks. The campaign did great. Really psyched about it. And we have an ongoing series here. So we're working now on College of the Dead Spring Break. That's going to be the next one that'll come out.
Nice.
Yeah, every 6 months we're going to do the new one. So that'll come out in January 2021. The book is completely done, and we're just uploading the files and the little bits of production to get it printed. We should be printing next week. I'm really, really psyched about it. But yeah, we did so much more than the first one. It was fantastic.
Let me check.
Those covers got real popular, right? The ones where they were eating the girl and the blonde girl.
The girl getting attacked by zombies. Yeah, thanks, Sketch. Yeah, if you page down just a little bit, that's the one Sketch is talking about.
I don't know if it's. I might need to re-download.
Chrome. Oh, your Chrome.
Yeah, I've been having stuff.
Yeah, Chrome problems.
It's
not just you.
Okay. Yeah, it's like I'm trying to scroll and it's not moving anything.
Well, it's that one where that girl's getting eaten up by zombies and she's kind of freaking out. We actually went.
Oh, here we
and-
go.
And
Now
drew that.
It's moving. Let's see. Is
Dan,
it?
You know what?
you need a new computer.
No, he needs more RAM. He only has 16 gigs. That's not enough these days.
No, that just seems weird. Only 16 gigs, right? Like
It used to be a lot. I know.
All right.
There
Look
it
at this.
is.
There we go. Now it's starting to load.
There you
Bing,
go.
bang, boom.
Ooh,
There she is.
I like
Damn.
that one.
She was walking around, hanging out with zombies. What do you think's going to happen? What do you think? You dress like that,
Nothing
zombies
good.
going to eat every piece of you.
Yeah.
Yep.
Pedro
She made
Caicedo,
time.
thank you so much for joining the channel.
Welcome,
welcome
Pedro.
to your
Welcome, Pedro.
I know it feels like we're all part of the channel. Like we've been on a couple times, and we are. It's Dan's community, man.
Now, if you dress conservative, like full plate night, they don't get you.
Yeah, exactly. Don't walk around looking like that. The zombies are going to come right after you. You look too damn good.
Right. You're asking for it at that point.
Let's see how
That one guy who's always wearing armor, he survives.
always.
My book is at collegeofthedead.com and Eric's book is at battlebrickroad.com.
Yeah,
It
buy
goes
those
right to the
domains.
campaign.
How did you guys make it so that when you just go to a domain, it opens up your Indiegogo?
It's pretty
So-
easy, my friend. You
It's
just
pretty
have-
easy. Yeah. You just direct where you buy your domain from. I get mine from hover.com, and in there you can choose where you want that address to direct to.
You
and I
can
just-
redirect it.
Domain.
So we could look at like Black Flag. We have just like Black Flag comic, for example, might be available. We shouldn't say names because people might grab them from you. But we to think like what's a good name that you could just give out, like Battlebrick Road, and always use that for your brand. So I've been doing that since College of the Dead book 1, and then when I'm up to 3, I'll still say collegeofthedead.com, and it'll go to wherever I want it to, for wherever the current one is. But yeah, that's a nice little domain. That's a good subject for a video.
That's awesome. I forgot to talk about Black Flag. Here I go.
Black Flag, man.
Black Flag. Well, first off, this is pretty awesome. Yesterday we hit 110,000.
Fantastic.
And we are on our way to our next stretch goal, which is at 125,000, where we add. I hear ice. Damn it! I'm trying not to. I know. Where's Cecil? Where is Cecil? At 125,000, we unlock a new stretch goal of adding more cards, 3 more cards to the card add-on, and then at 150,000, we have 2 things that happen, and they're epic. They're both epic. Number 1 is we are going to have a Black Flag 0.5 issue, which will be a reunion issue of sorts, where I get back the guys that worked on Black Flag 0 back in 1995 to do some more origin stories, as well as new guys, new art from Rob Willis, from Pahi Kainai. There's a guy named David P, and I always mess up his name because it's Pahikainen, I think.
P Master Dave.
Yeah, he's amazing. He's coming in. Matt Weldon's coming in.
Awesome.
But we need to hit that 150.
But those are all pro. That's not for the fan art thing, right?
The fan art will be inside that as well.
Oh wow!
There'll be a whole
I
section
put the
for
link
fan
up.
art.
If you want to check it out later, I did a little bit more on the.
Yeah. We'll grab it. I saw that in the private chat.
You should be reaching about 20 by the time the weekend's over. Probably more.
Oh man, that would be bananas. And here's the proposed cover by Pat Lee.
Wow, that looks amazing.
Yeah, it's very.
I like that.
Yeah, he did an incredible job. No pun intended.
Yeah.
So those are the things we're aiming for. So if you guys haven't backed it yet or want to upgrade, definitely check out Black Flag Pineapple Perception, and of course the man of the hour, Mr. Eric Weathers.
Battlebrick
Road. We want to get the numbers up on this. Hopefully, we'll see this thing get to. Look at that, numbers went up just like that.
Dan,
Wow.
are you sharing audio? Can you play the 30-second Battlebrick Road video?
I can. Hold on. Let me do this. I have to stop screen sharing.
Yeah.
Like this, and of course my Chrome is frozen.
I
Right
know
now.
it's a struggle.
My gosh, I don't know what. Yeah, and the last couple times where I try to use Firefox, Firefox didn't keep my credentials of StreamYard, and it keeps crashing. So
it ain't easy. It ain't easy, brother.
I switched to one called Brave. It's working a little better for me. It's kind of Chrome based, but less RAM.
I'm gonna do that. I think that's the way to go.
What's the name of the program you just said?
Brave.
Yeah, Brave browser is pretty good.
Like the Disney movie, Brave?
Yeah. Like the Disney movie, but it's a lion. There's some red in the hair. It's a lion.
Yeah, there's a theme going on here with the lion and the Brave and the Battlebrick Road. I like it.
Yeah.
Okay,
Yeah.
so I think I can do this again. So I got to create a new window. And then call it a tab, right? And then I type in Battlebrick Road. Boom. Then all I have to do is if I say share screen, I say Chrome tab, Battlebrick, share audio. Ta-da. All right, let's watch this.
Thea Gale has grown up in a world brought to its knees by drought and dangerous dust storms. Now, a message from her long-lost father will set her on a path through an exiled land. Along with her trusty sidekick Toto, she must befriend a ragtag group of outcasts to endure the many chapters along the way. Battlebrick Road Operation Zephyr is a 52-page graphic novel and the first volume in a 4-part series. From artificial intelligence to genetic manipulation, Battlebrick Road brings an original and multi-layered story to the familiar backdrop of Oz. Back it today and help bring to life this apocalyptically fresh take on the classic American fairy tale. Only in Indiegogo.
Some good VO too there, Eric.
Thank you. I
Fantastic.
did. James Dean Anderson and I used to do some video editing together, so I have a little bit of experience doing putting those things together. He has a better voice than I do, though. So
Jetsabel Mejia.
Does logo work too, right?
A little bit, yeah.
We have a brand new member to the Couch Doodles. She is a brand new member, a regular here. Thank you, Jetsabel, so much. Start using those stickers. Drop those booms and shields and gorillas.
Bienvenida, hermana. Sounds like a Latin name.
Yeah, sometimes I've heard it spelled or said Mejia. Yeah. Hail. Either way. And Adam Post, man, it's iced tea, right?
Iced tea it is.
Okay. That's how I'm doing it. I'm trying to cut back. I'm trying to cut back the
just soda.
I don't drink
it's always soda. I heard you don't. And I drink a lot of soda. So I keep my eyes out on things.
Watch out for that spinach, though.
No spinach. That stuff's dangerous.
Yeah, well, I've been taking more apple cider vinegar and lemon juice. Oh, Portuguese origin. Excellent. I am Portuguese.
Nice.
As well. Excellent. Very nice. Uh-oh. One of my kids, I think that might be part of the problem too. The battery, the power cord got kicked out. This one right here, this 6-year-old likes to do cartwheels.
Mm-hmm.
You know,
on your computer. Okay.
Michael Strelitz, big time supporter of the channel. Thank you for the £2. Daniel, keep the good work going. I keep putting words in there. Keep the work going. Be safe. I am very safe. The only thing I do is I stay home. The only unsafe things I've done lately is have sugar and more alcohol than I should.
A little bit of wine. Sunglasses means wine, right?
Well, sunglasses means yesterday it meant wine. Today there was no wine involved. But I also noticed that when I read the chat, I do this.
Yeah.
And people were saying, why is he so mad?
Yeah.
That makes sense. I get it now.
So if I do this, I can look at the chat.
It's all developing. It's all developing.
Yeah. Even when I lose. Oh, that was the thing I forgot to mention. When we hit 150K, the campaign, I'm going to put rhinestones all around the ring of the rabbit and up and down its ears, so it's super bedazzled.
Yeah, when you're wearing glasses, on the glasses, everybody always thinks you're always looking at them because they can't
That's
see
right.
where your eyes are going. So
That's
you're
right.
the audience.
I'm
even better.
actually looking at my own crotch right now. It's amazing.
You are. Which it's like you're looking into my soul, but
It
in
is.
a good way.
I'm looking at it too.
Me
I'm
too.
gonna find some of my graphics. I like it. Yeah, do whatever works and copy it from other people, and you will succeed.
We can almost read the
Yeah.
chat off the reflection.
Almost.
There we go. We have Patrick Thomas Parnell in the chat. What's up, Pat? How are you, man?
Oh, cool. I love Pat.
Johnny Phantasm.
He's a phantasm.
Yeah,
All right,
no, I
I'm gonna
grabbed.
run up. I'll make a spot. I got to fire some things up over here too. And
Are you talking about a barbecue, or are you talking about a big fat old blunt?
well, stuff.
Well,
I gotta
A
get some
blunt,
stuff.
a blunt
Let
cue.
there be no witnesses to what I shall be doing.
Hey, we believe it. Adam Post,
You know what you
as
should-
always.
Battlebrick Road. Perhaps
Yeah.
you want to knock me the F off the stream.
I'm gonna do this, and I'm gonna lift it up, and then I'm gonna drop a brick on you. Okay.
All right. Yeah. Break it up.
Pink. There he goes. Thank you, Mr. Post. So good.
Oh no.
I kick
no.
myself. I do that sometimes. I kick my own self. Man. What up, Arthur Brown? How are you, sir?
Arthur Brown, good guy there.
Yeah, he's good dude. He's been in the panel before. So Ictus,
Yeah.
favorite comic or two questions. Favorite comic, what comic got you into wanting to do comics?
I started off reading manga, just simple like mainstream ones like Dragon Ball Z.
Amen
But
to
then,
that.
like how I got into comics was like a happy accident in a way, because like in my early life when I was like 5, like Fraga, you would know when you just as a parent like you try to figure out what your kids would like and stuff, so you just throw things at them and see like what piques their interest. And I know
Some
like
parents are that way.
yeah,
my parents weren't, but
my dad, he was like, he just throw things at me like, here's a comic book.
that's
And
so
with me,
cool.
like I hated reading. So the only thing, like whenever my dad gives me a comic book, I just look at the pictures and
yeah,
get really fascinated by it. But it never piqued my interest until like 2 years ago. That's when the happy accident happens when my friend, he went to the comic book store, not to read comics, but the comic book store I go to, like they sell like a huge amount of pops. So he would collect pop figures and stuff.
yeah.
And like to me, like it blows my mind the mere fact that there's still comic book stores here in Florida. So, I was looking around. I saw the huge pop figure stand, and then like I was just looking around, and next thing you know, like I see a brand I was really well aware of was Power Rangers. And dude, I love Power Rangers. Like I got to meet Jason David Frank, who was the green, white, multicolor Ranger. I got to meet Christopher Kamen Lee, who is the Red Space Ranger. He also does comics. Like he doesn't do art, but he's writing them. And
What about the Red Ranger, Steve? What's his name? Cardenas.
Steve Cardenas.
Yeah. The other Red Ranger.
He's the second Mighty Morphin Red Ranger, as well as the Blue Zeo Ranger.
That's right.
I remember him. So he does comics as well?
No, but he does a lot of comic conventions. I was able to meet.
I used to watch Ultraman, but I think that's before Power Rangers.
Yeah,
Ultraman, bro.
Yeah,
Look at that. I got it
before
down.
Power Rangers.
Yeah.
Hey, you
I used
guys.
to watch that and Silverhawks, He-Man, classics.
Yeah, dude.
Yo, we got George Peter Gaddis in the house. How are you, sir? I'm going to share your screen.
George.
Hail, brother.
What you got going on there?
How you doing, bro?
Hail, sketch. Dan, I want to tell you, the first book that got me into comics was Joe Kubert's 1 Million BC. I picked it off.
Really?
I picked it off the rack. Actually, I showed it to my mom, and she said, "Yes, I'll buy it for you." I think it was like 15 cents or 25 cents. It was a big ask.
Yeah.
And in 2011, 2012, when Kubert was here in Toronto, I was able to shake the man's hand and tell him thank you for changing my life in comic books.
Wow.
That's awesome.
It was huge. I was in tears. It was a private moment. No photographs whatsoever.
Yeah,
I just happened to be walking by. I had a table at the convention, and I saw him, and I was like, "Sir, you changed my life. Your book was it." And he was so wonderful.
That's awesome, man.
30 seconds of conversation with him. It was amazing.
Yeah, those 30 seconds are like they're with you for the rest of your life, man. That's pretty amazing.
Totally. And
what do you got up on the screen right now?
Before I get the Fraga kick, I want to show everybody animation of Joe King Book 2 that I have on my YouTube channel that's advertising my book.
Let's do it. Drop it like it's hot, bro.
Culinary?
I think he's cooking up hits, bro.
I know, right?
Oh, shoot.
That was a little like the Orville.
That's really cool. What are you animating that in?
Maya.
Okay. Yeah, the rendering on it is so different.
Yeah, I render creating the files, the assets that I create are used actually specifically for the book.
That's pretty cool, man.
The stuff that you see animated here actually appear in the book.
Cool.
Well, thank you very much for allowing me to pop in here and kick me out of here, man.
We're doing a special Battle Brick Road edition where I'm bricking people out. Are you ready? I grab a brick, it turns invisible, I lift it up, and then I drop it.
Oh,
there you go, sir. Thank you, George. Thanks for coming on in.
Well, if you get hit, it might as well be a golden brick. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. At least you walk away with a prize.
Back up and catch it, right?
Yeah.
That'd be the way to go. Hatch 450. How are you, sir? Jason David Frank, the original Green Ranger, kickstarted Legend of White Dragon. I hate Kickstarter, but please support JDF, aka Tommy Oliver. He's great to fans. He is.
Yeah, he is.
He is. And every now and then I will give my money to Kickstart, like the McFarlane toy, obviously. And Hatch, thank you so much for the $5. Your super chats and contributions help with things like members. We're going to be shipping giveaways out to members. Wanted to talk a little bit about the memberships, little advertisement here. You can get in at the $199 level. You get desktop wallpapers. You get badges and custom emojis, which like Gorilla, Black Flag Shield, the Boom.
Nice.
At the next level, which is $4.99, you get. We're going to be doing 2 private streams during the month where it's just members and myself chatting in a private room, talking about the state of affairs. Any sort of questions are free to be asked. And then the last one, which is the $9.99, gets all of the above, plus stickers every month. Right now,
Nice.
We've got the Fragaboom sticker.
Oh, cool.
And then
You
we've
told
got
me before that some members get like digital, like access to some digital cool posters and stuff.
That's right. The desktop downloads. They're
Okay.
high-res versions of the artwork. Let's see. We've got another super chat. Thank you, Mr. Strelitz. Big time supporter. If we had a building, we would name a wing of it the Strelitz wing. Hail everyone. This is our time. The new 90s, 2020 great comics and reading. Thank you guys for a pleasure of how it was instead now. Amen, brother, to that. We're bringing it in heavy and hefty. Eric, what was the comic that made you just go, man, you know what? I'm not just a collector. I need to make these things.
Well, it was more than one for me because I kind of got some all at once, and I don't have that. I remember my first comic because it wasn't just a single one, but 2 that stand out to me. One of them I have on my shelf. A classic. an evergreen title, if you ask me, and that's the Frank Miller one.
Yes.
This one captured my imagination like nothing else. That opening scene when he's hunting down that bear, and this shot here, this thing is falling apart. I've read it so much. The shot here of him cutting the bear's arm off and slicing his belly open. I mean, this just, it sold me. It sold me on comics.
Yeah,
and,
for sure.
This a little visceral.
Comic. It was the graphic novel version. Like,
and that cover too was sort of a precursor to Elektra Lives, that style.
Yeah.
Because it doesn't look like anything on the inside. I mean, obviously Rubenstein, you got Claremont Story, Frank Miller on pencils, and you got Rubenstein on inks. I mean, it's a classic. But man, I remember seeing that cover in the comic shop and just being like, "Yo, this is where it's at."
Yeah. I got this and I got a pile of other stuff, but this one, and then I don't have it anymore, unfortunately. I need to go to eBay for it. But the cover of it was striking as well, and that's the cover to Web of Spider-Man 100, where he's got the armored suit.
Yeah,
it's the green. It's like green foil webbing in the background. A lot of that. It was that 90s stuff. Everything was shiny and popping. I mean, that's like Cyberfrog colors right there. So yeah, those are the things that got me. And then it was just X-Men all the way, and then Image after that. And yeah, good stuff.
Hey, Hatch, thank you for this super chat as well. Got my signed Black Flag tumbler. Awesome, thanks. Hold on a second. Hey, Mrs. Fraga. Mrs. Fraga. Another happy Tumblr customer. She says she can't hear me.
Hail wifey.
Just hop on over there.
Send her a super chat.
A happy Tumblr customer. She says, "Oh, awesome. Thank you so much," she says. Thank you. Very happy to do it. I mean, she makes it easy on me. She just starts to prep it. She brings it down. I sign it. She goes away, and then I don't know what kind of magic she does. Sketch. She's half Puerto Rican. So
oh my gosh, yeah.
I know. I know. There's definitely some sort of magic. You guys want to hear a very weird statistic? This is the weirdest statistic ever, and I had to see it. I had to see it because I had to know. Her dad is Puerto Rican, and he's no longer with us. But he had a distinction of being in the very first issue of Playgirl magazine.
All right.
Yeah, I didn't want to see it, but then I had to see it because my mother-in-law's like, see. Fortunately, it wasn't like the centerfold like on a bearskin rug. They did like this zodiac thing. And I think he was Virgo or something, but he's like, standing there. I'm like, great, thanks for that. I'll never be able to get it out of my head. And look at this one. This is Lily Bell. They're saying hello.
Hi.
Hello.
What are you up to other than being super loud?
She gonna make a comic like the Little Umbrella Girl?
She likes making comics. She makes a lot of stuff. She's super crafty. She does things with clay. She does things with paint, and she definitely wants her own YouTube channel. She's not 13 yet, so that there's not much she can do with it. I told her, you can practice. I think that's a good thing. Is get a presence going.
Like you mean like they are allowed to post, but they won't make money.
Yeah, they won't make money. Well, there's a whole thing. I don't know if you guys know about the
monetization.
Well, when they're a kid under 13, or if it's content that's made for kids, they don't have comments, they don't have subscribers, they don't have links. There's nothing they can do. And she was a little bummed by that because she wanted feedback.
Okay.
But I just told her, I said, use it as an opportunity, because right now she just turned 9. If she uses 4 years to just keep building her channel, by the time she's 13, she's going to be whooping my ass.
Yep.
I think Mr. Sterlitz wants to support more of the Fraga household over there. He didn't even say nothing, but it's very appreciated. But it says a lot. Actions sometimes speak louder. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Well, I'll tell you what this will do, because like I was talking, we have First off, I want to thank Michael Green. I'm not sure if he's in the chat right now, but he's been helping the channel a lot. He's one of our very first admins, but he's handling the stickers. He's handling all of the automation of these tasks.
Wow.
And when I've got 68 copies of How to Draw Comics the Marvel Way, and I have over 100 of my Couch Doodles blank sketchbooks that I'm going to be giving away to members. There you go. How to Draw Comics the Marvel Way. And he's like, well, shit, man, shipping. And I said, nah, man, super chats and memberships pay for shipping. And so I just want to say thank you guys for the super chats. Metal, Movies, and Brewskis. Hail Fragaboom. Sign up for a Butch Cleaver on IGG. Let me grab that real quick.
Can I say something?
Yeah, what do you want to say? What do you want to say? What do you want to say? You're not selling things on my channel.
She was an auction.
I know. She's like, can I sell things? I'm like, no.
Hey, Fraga, you can break me out if you want.
Okay.
Maybe you can have your daughter break me out.
Okay. Well, okay. This guy right here wants to be bricked out. So you grab one of these bricks here. Put your hand out. I'm gonna give it to you.
Oh no.
I'm handing it to you, and then you throw it right over there. No. Pretend you're throwing it at the wall because it's going to hit him. See how Eric
that one got down. He doesn't want to get hit.
Eric's smart. Here, look. I'm throwing it up in the air. Catch it and throw it. Just throw it at the wall. Okay, you ready? Here you go. Throw it. Ooh, thank you.
Well done. Nice, Eric.
Direct hit. Thank you, David. Thanks for coming to the show. You're welcome back anytime.
That was a close one, Eric.
I'm safe.
Yeah,
I'm safe.
Did you hear it?
I felt it made my beanie kind of go shake a little bit with the wind there.
I love the sound of metal when it flies through the air. It has a zzz.
Yeah.
Especially when it's
you got a good
gold.
arm there. That's a good throw.
When it's real gold, like these bricks back here. Speaking of real bricks, let's take another look at Battle Brick Road.
Battle Bricks. Yeah.
Let's. I got to get this right. Share screen. Oh, dude, it went up again. That's fantastic. Let's take a look. Pow. Sharing screen. What's up, baby?
When I create my own YouTube channel, will I be able to do giveaways?
No. She likes to convolute things, which I guess it's the sin of the youth. Yeah, you gone up, brother, man. You're at 26,885, so that you're only 415 away from 27,000. Only 30 backers away from 500. This is exciting times, man. Again, Michael Strelitz had said it. Sketch has said it. Ichthus, you're a part of the future. You're witnessing guys like Ethan, who's like the Stan Lee and a Steve Ditko, and we got Malin and Zach and all these guys, which are like the Kirbys and Buscema's, and we're brand new movement. So you guys want to get on these things. If you didn't get Flying Fortress, definitely pick up Battle Brick Road.
Here's some interesting numbers here. I did the math yesterday because sometimes these campaigns can be a bit of a roller coaster. You're like, oh man, it's doing great. Oh, I only got so many backers yesterday. And you can focus too much on the numbers. Then I looked at Flying Fortress for perspective. 8 days in on Flying Fortress, $9,000, 187 backers.
Yeah.
8 days in on Battle Brick Road, $25,000 and 456 backers.
Amen,
so that
brother.
just shows the growth of Comicsgate. It shows the growth of just people knowing who I am and the interest in such a cool project that we've got with Battle Brick Road. Me and Zeb Hatfield writing that, making this awesome kick-ass Wizard of Oz story that I don't think anybody truly understands what we've got going here. Yeah. You might be just expecting, Dorothy wants to find a new place. She's tired of her old life. She wants to, thing, and then she gets in the tornado and smashes on the Witch of the East. That stuff's not really in there like that. It's not one for one retelling. We're really taking it down our own brick road, so to speak, and we're really excited to get this story out there. And we've been teasing it for a couple of years. So
you draw a mean gorilla too, man.
Thank you. Yeah.
Really? You want to see my gorilla? I have it.
Yeah. Let's see
that sketch.
Let's pop. I have. Hold on a second. I gotta grab that. I know you put the link in the chat. Hatch says, and thank you for the $2, Hatch. Save the black and white Tegus. I'm not sure what that means. Do you guys know what that means?
No.
Well, whatever it means, I think we need to save it.
Well, I hear black and white, and I think Hail Art Thibert.
It's RT Bear.
Yeah, there we go. Let's take a look here, Sketch. I don't know if there'll be sound.
No, I didn't put any sound in it, so
okay,
so
cool.
it wouldn't be a problem. That's Black Flag, and I also have a Battle Big Road one in there.
Yeah, I'll be grabbing that
30-second Procreate thing.
Yeah, I love that. I love
Procreate's
that.
Great. I do all my layouts there.
Your guns look real nice. I'm trying to like make a nice gun, but I don't know how he'd hold it, so I kind of make a strap onto his forearm.
Remember, comics are comics, man. You can be as unrealistic as possible.
Yeah,
that was fantastic, dude. Let's take a look at Battle Brick.
It's just got to look good, right?
Yeah, at the end, it's got to look fun.
Yeah.
That one's a little smaller. It might be better to put full screen.
Save the black and white, Tegus. Just doing that twice because it needs to be said.
Tegus.
I had to make the wings a little bigger.
Yeah, that's a big boy. He needs some big wings.
Yeah.
Yep.
And he's carrying the lightest guy, though, the straw.
True. Our Scarecrow's a bit lanky, just like he should be.
Yep.
That's excellent. Let's go back to the
But he's not made of straw. He's not a straw man.
And we got Dark Gift Comics Presents in the house. What's up, peeps? Dark Gift Comics, what's going to be great is he's hosting an open mic on Monday night. I believe it's starting at 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, maybe earlier. I know I'm hopping on there because 6 a.m. Comics was talking some major shit.
Ooh.
Crushing me with the rhyme styles. So Dark Gift was really very kind in saying, I'm going to host a showdown.
Oh.
We're going to have 3 rounds, a minute per round. We each get a minute to slam. We're probably going to need to flip a coin. No one ever wants to go first. And I'll tell you why. Because when you come up with a rebuttal, you can use whatever material the first one used. So we're going to need to flip a coin. We need 3 rounds because maybe he'll completely assault me on the first one. And then maybe I'll have a great comeback on the second, which will just tie it up. But we have to know once and for all who the best MC is.
Have you ever heard him sing?
Oh, you talking about 6 a.m. or are you talking about Dark Gift?
Dark Gift. Dark Gift.
We're not battling Dark Gift. I don't want to battle Dark Gift.
But no, it's a different kind of thing. I have a clip. Let me see if I can put it in the chat for you. I have a clip of him singing.
Yeah.
The butter song.
The which song?
The what?
The butter song.
Butter song. I don't know the butter song.
But let me put it in. Let me put the link in. Let me put the link in.
Yeah.
You just gotta kind of watch it.
I need to see it, man. Oh, Tegu are the lizards found in Georgia. People hunting. It's a shame. They're smart and great pets. Also, we can train them to eat murder hornets.
Oh,
I did not know that. The only thing I've seen,
salamandroids running around.
The only thing I've seen in my backyard is toads and snakes. I haven't seen that. Dark Gift is saying, "Don't play that," but then he's laughing. But then he's
good.
laughing.
I gotta tell you, I enjoyed it. I enjoyed Caesar's in that clip. It was on one of Caesar's streams. I put the link over here. Yeah.
Okay, I grabbed the link.
I think you did a good job.
I need to do the share tab version so I can enable sound on it. So hold on a moment. Oh, there he is. There's Caesar. There's Carlo Rowe. I'm seeing it. All right. So I need to share my screen. I had to enable audio. That's the thing. I didn't know about that until recently. Share audio. Bam. Here it is. Let's get ready to rock this.
Dark Gift Comics. Hello, sir.
How are you?
Good.
How's everybody doing?
Great.
Great. I figured, with everything going on and everybody, has an opinion. I thought maybe if it was all right with you, if I could play a quick 1-minute song.
Is it called "Daddy Can't Rape Us All"?
No, it's not. But I can guarantee you won't get a copyright strike.
All right, go ahead, do it.
Give me 1 sec.
tell you, John, that song's a big hit. You know, I didn't know that it was gonna do the kind of business that it did. I mean,
I hope it's my second most favorite song. You can't spell rape without rap.
Oh no, John.
That's good too.
Do you ever think that there might be some like village in a third world country that has like one internet connection, and they all like they found Comicsgate through YouTube, and they all watch the streams, and they're like super fans of you, and they all know your songs. So there's like a tribe out somewhere singing all your tunes.
I mean, I think that, you know, I played the piano today, and there were like 750 people watching, and I realized, boy, if that was a hall, you know what I mean? If I was playing piano in front of all those people, it'd be amazing. Okay, right. Dark Gift Comics.
All right, this is my acoustic punk rock version of a song that you should be familiar with.
Daddy can't rape us all.
You are asleep. That's when I creep and I lick all the butter in your fridge.
Wow.
You are not awake. I take your land lakes and I lick all the butter in your fridge. The butter in your fridge. The butter in your fridge. So have some poke, it contains my DNA. When I lick all the butter in your fridge. So have a bad proof on it. I practically spat upon it when I licked all the butter in your fridge.
There you go, right into Imagine. Long show, you know.
That's fantastic.
Such a terrible song. Thank you, Dark Gift Comics, for making it better.
Yeah, that was like a Misfits version. I could hear like some.
Yeah, I just had some fun with it. I figured we could all use a laugh. So.
Yeah, Bob Bug with One Eye Skiing says, "Who wrote this crap?" No.
All right.
Wow, that was fantastic.
I want to say that I definitely enjoyed that. I only have one creative note. Parquet, not butter. Blue bonnet, not butter. Those are margarines, my friend.
Hey, take it up.
Caesar's going to lick it anyway.
It's
getting licked.
Mike Comics, thank you so much for the $10 super chat. Wow. Hey, Dan, when you talked to Dan Shaheen last week, you mentioned people on Twitter who tracked Indiegogo campaigns for CG. Did you mean Thor Odinson, or were there others? I had trouble finding the right Thor. It's not just for CG. There's different charts. I've seen them pop up. Also, you can go to Indiecron. Indiecron gives accurate numbers if you want to track any campaign, not just your own. You can see day by day what they make and how they track. You can go into past campaigns and see how they tracked first day all the way to last day, see spikes and things like that. So Indiecron, INDIECRON.com, or you can type in your Google search, type in Backer Kit, the name of the campaign. You can find it that way. And as far as like the top 25 lists and the top Indiegogo lists, I don't recall the names exactly.
I got it. It's not Cybot on Twitter, and it's creatorgo.com/CG. I put a link in the private chat.
There is a website dedicated to following CG.
Yeah,
it's going to be called, I think, CG only. And the customer is not CG only. It's just that the website will contain CG only. Like you can buy as a customer, you guys can buy whatever you want. But there are people that are trying to compile lists and data on campaigns that are, profess themselves to be Comicsgate and follow those values.
Dark Gift says, "Talk to Caesar. It's his song. I hate you, sketch. I do way better stuff than that."
Oh man, you got. Hey, I'll pimp it all, man. I'll put the imping on the pimping. You put it out there. I'll post it up.
Sketch is doing your thing. Word out.
Micro Strelitz, Sketch, Green, EVS, Tug, and people I cannot think. Hail, Daniel. I hope on CG we get back to the norm, as in Al Buscema, Kirby era, 1973. Great art and stories. Daniel, keep it alive, please. Welcome. Michael, of course, man. And you're one of the few people that I am proud to have call me Daniel outside of law enforcement officers. Thank you so very much for the super chat. Every one of your contributions has helped this channel, so thank you so much. Bacon and butter is a greasy good time.
Ooh, yes.
It can be. It depends on the time you're having, really. Butter, bacon, is that possible? You know what, Past Master? I asked that same question when it came to putting butter on a steak. And I didn't even know it was a thing.
Oh, yeah.
And then I started putting onion and garlic butter on steaks. And then, so I think putting melted butter on bacon might be okay. Oh, no, they struck Tug again.
Yeah,
No.
I just saw a tweet.
It's ridiculous. It's ridiculous. Let the man succeed. People are just so after him. You know,
Here's the deal. They pull this crap. They do this all the time, and it only makes it only brings attention. And I think it only helps them, honestly. Because it's more people like, well, if they're going to keep doing that, I'm going to back his book again, or I'm going to send him another super chat or something.
Yeah.
I think it always backfires.
I had a theory because I wanted to mention it on a show, but I ended up leaving before I could say it. I lived with butter not on a steak because I didn't know about it, and now that I know, you're right. How can I? I don't want to live without butter on my steak. But no, Tug has a very unique voice, and there's and I love it. When he says "Hey there,"
hey there,
hey there, he sounds like he's busting you. You know, like if you're the bad man, he sounds like a superhero that's like, "Hey there,"
like he's catching you red-handed.
Yeah. And I don't think that the bad guys like that. I don't think they like his tone because they feel exposed, and they don't like that feeling, so they go after him for that reason.
He's milking lol cows and hitching plows to these oxen, these SJW oxen. You just hitch plows and load the trebuchet. That's like an old Comicsgate saying. Hitch plows. You hitch plows to these dumb, angry SJW oxen, and then you load them onto the trebuchet and launch them into orbit.
Yeah, I didn't even know. I didn't know what a trebuchet was. Again, I don't call myself a smart man. I don't call myself a stupid man. Once I'm informed on something, I stay informed on something. But I always call that shit a catapult when I was a kid.
Yeah.
And so I remember watching an Ethan stream about maybe a year or two ago where he's like, throw him in a trebuchet. And I'm like, is that like a French trash can? Like, I didn't know what a trebuchet was. And then I looked it up. I'm like, oh, a catapult. Okay.
Oh, shoot.
Yeah.
Well, it's like a weight-based catapult. It's like all about that weight. The other catapults are more based on like torsion, on the tension of the string and all that. So it gets a little bit more distance. You want to get them into orbit.
I want to get them. I mean, here's my naivete, and it's just my upbringing. Obviously, if somebody hurts anybody, like causes physical pain or causes stress to somebody, I want that person to feel just as bad. But for the most part, a lot of the people I encountered, especially once I came over to Comicsgate, were largely uninformed. That like for example, take my friend Larry Hama. Larry, good guy, solid guy. Wrote some of the best stories of our youth, transformed my youth. If it wasn't for Larry Hama and guys like him and Bobby Budiansky, and there would be no G.I. Joe, there would be no Transformers, not in the way that we know them. But like when you get like an instant unfriending because of the word Comicsgate, and then having to reach out and, well, Comicsgate means this and that and the other, and you're like, dude, what the hell are you talking about? Like, why would anybody endorse that? Like, why would anybody knowingly go, yeah, that racism, that misogyny, that homophobia, that sounds awesome. I think I want in on that. Like that's ridiculous.
Yeah, I don't excuse people who like to blanket blame people. If you got some good friends, you bring them out. I'm not forgiving anyone unless you recommend them.
We're different. These are different styles, you know? So my point is like, I wish that those that deserve to see the light will see the light.
Exactly.
And those that are actually malicious, that are like, because again, I've said this before on my earlier streams. I don't talk about it a lot because my streams are all about positivity, but I definitely feel like we're amidst the culture war, not just in comics. We talked about the sketch. It's in media. It's in, you know, it's in our news. It's in even our kids' cartoons. There's a culture war. And I feel like whenever there's a strong voice against some of these things, like a Tug, like an Ethan, you end up getting a bit of resistance. And here's the thing, man. If you know that whole "if you can't beat them, join them," there's also the like that's an optimistic saying. There's also the like, if you can't beat them, go low and go dirty. You know, and that's really what's happening right now is the low and dirty.
What I think about it is that you're right. It is a culture war. The great thing about why Comicsgate is winning is because the medium of comics allows us to hit back with proof that it is better the way it used to be, that it is better when we don't have all these agenda-driven ideals. And when there's other things like Gamergate that had the same problem, you can't turn around a AAA game in the same amount of time you can turn around a comic book. I mean, we're able to prove it time and time again with every new book, with every great story, all these great creators coming together, making things happen. I think it's important. It's important for the movement, and the proof is in the pudding, or maybe the proof is in the butter.
It's the medium. I definitely think the medium plays a big part. You're absolutely right. Gamergate can't make a gate. Moviegate or the Fandom Menace, whatever you want to call it, they can't make a movie. They've done a couple of fan films, but that's not an easy project. That'll take a year or two. Now we can in just like what 2-3 years, how many books are out? It's a lot. It's a lot. And if you look at by percentage, there's very few failures. If you take like out of 100, 2 or 3 people that, you know, turned out not to be good or not be able to manage. Most of it, if you're just going by percentage, it's better than a lot of stuff out there.
Right.
Even with games, you pay $60 on the game, and sometimes it's garbage.
Yeah. Tor Strange says culture wars like modern crusades. It is. It is. You know, my dad, who's been on the stream a few times, when I was a kid, used to say things to me, like he would drop these nuggets. And when you're a kid, you don't quite get them. But fortunately, my dad had resonant ideas, and he would say things to me like, son, and maybe it was his way of saying, stop asking so many questions. But he would say, if you ever have a question and I'm not around to answer it, and you need to know the answer and it perplexes you, just put the word money as the answer and go backwards. And I said, oh, okay. And then he also said, there's going to be a time in your life where all the values you've learned that I've instilled in you will turn from being perceived as good to being perceived as bad. And all the things that are being perceived as bad will be perceived as good. And very strangely, over my almost 47 years now, I've seen all of his words come true.
Very wise.
Yeah. R.I.P. Fred Willard. Fred Willard, the country's weatherman, has passed away today. R.I.P. to Fred Willard. He's lived a good life, informed us all as a good weatherman.
I think what you were saying goes into what, have you ever heard of Jorge Santayana?
No, but I like his music. I don't know.
No, that's.
I know. I'm kidding. I'm kidding.
Well, he had a saying that, you know, to able to have true progress, you must have memory. If not, you're like a baby. You're like as infant babes. And if you don't remember the past, you're doomed to repeat it. Everybody remembers that last part, but there's a whole paragraph in there.
Yeah, which is they're trying to take, they're replacing memories. They're taking
they want you to. Yep. They want to change what the past is. I mean, if I took 200 characters, or if I took 10 seconds, I could go over our true history politically, and it would be like, well, why doesn't everybody know this? This doesn't make any sense, right? Yeah. But I'd have to name a party and the laws they wrote. and they all come from one side.
That's
Right? I think the truth is that some people think, maybe you should have your weed and your gun, and that we're all mostly centrist. A little center left, a little center right, but most of us, we love our constitutional republic.
That's right. And past Master Dan, you're right. You know what? I'm thinking of Willard Scott.
No, yeah. Fred Willard is the actor.
Fred Willard is the very, very funny man in Spinal Tap and in Best in Show.
Mm-hmm.
That's a bummer. He was. It's hard to believe he was 86, though. I thought he was younger than that. 86. Still, 86 feels young. I'm gonna say that because my dad just turned 77, and I want him here forever. Let's see. What is Marcus Strelitz says? SJW are a bunch of bullies and racists who pretend they are not. CG is different. No hate. All is loved. Unlike SJW World, who play the victim. They are the new KKK. Yeah, it's an interesting thing.
It's the same party.
Yeah, they trade in virtue signaling. I'm so good. Look at me. I'm so good. You're so bad. Yeah, they trade in that.
Yep.
It's crazy. But yeah, 86 is a good life. As they said, yeah, I would love to be 86. I would love to live to be 100. I'm one of those guys that feels like I've had a long enough life now that I savor it. And also, as Eric can say, because I saw he has a little one there, everything changes when you have a kid.
Yeah.
The thing that I always bring up is that when up until I had a kid, I spent all of this time conquering my fears. No longer afraid of heights, no longer, all these things. And you feel like, oh man, and I also know myself well enough to know where my buttons are. Like there's almost no adult. Let's just put it this way. Right now, currently, there's no adult that can push my buttons. You can try. But man, my kids, they figured out how. And
parents can do it too.
Yeah. And also like, I'm still not afraid of heights anymore, but anytime I see my kid get near something that's high, I instantly like, get that.
Do you get that feeling you get when you're high, but you're just looking at them?
Yeah, exactly.
It gives you like a little something in the belly.
Yeah, it gives you that rise in the chest. Let's take another look at Battle Brick Road, you guys. Boom. Share screen.
Brick. This is the book that everybody's been waiting for. I wanted to preemptively answer a question. I know a lot of people I see in the chat I recognize from my own show and seen them around, so they may know this, but I've been getting a lot of questions about the supplemental book that you get $50 tier, or you can grab as an add-on. That is going to be a sort of a behind the scenes. We're calling it the unsealed files of Operation Zephyr. We made this. Hey, hold on. Don't dox yourself now.
Oh man. I don't care. People know my address. I give it out all the time.
So this was the original ash can that we put together back in 2018, and it was back when it was called Operation Zephyr. So this is what's going to be part of what's going to be in that supplemental book. This was only inked and lettered, and lettered by yours truly. So it's sort of a different take on where the story was going. Essentially, the soul of it is the same, but the script was a lot different back then. So you're going to see this full color, but as well, you're going to get a lot of supplemental stuff, like some sketches that you don't even see on the campaign page. Like there's some Tin Man designs.
Oh man, I like that. That's nice.
So cool.
And there's some original Lion designs. And if you've been paying attention, Lion has changed from the way you see.
Wait a minute,
now.
which one's the sniper? Tin Man or Scarecrow?
Scarecrow's the sniper.
That's my favorite kind of stuff too. I love seeing pencils and process. It's gorgeous.
Yeah, so there's going to be a lot of that stuff. And like what Sketch was showing is that fan art was stuff we were showing earlier. That's also going to go in the supplemental book.
So I'm trying to make it good enough to get in there.
Yeah. Well, right now everybody's getting in because we're going to make that a thick book. So
okay.
I know there's people sending me stuff behind the scenes that I have been privy to. Some fan art. I just got a message on Instagram with Dorothy with a severed monkey head. Beautiful stuff rolling in for Battle Brick Road, and I'm just so excited. I'm so excited about this book, man.
So we're at 26.
With some fava beans.
We're at 26,585, guys. Let's get Eric up to 27,000 like in the next hour or two. But speaking of which, I got the 5-minute hand. Mrs. Fraga walked down while Eric was talking. Went. She gave me the eat dinner. I don't know if that meant eat dinner, but I don't think it meant what that looks like because that doesn't happen. We're married now. But I got the 5 minutes to dinner thing. Oh, it's true. You know how that goes.
I know.
Yeah. That it's a sad but true. I think that was a Metallica song. Yep. But yeah, you guys definitely get Battle Brick Road. Today's episode has been themed with gold bricks. Also, in about 2 hours from now, hopefully, we had to get rescheduled, but NASA, the real NASA, is doing a how to draw thing with one of my former mentors, Mark Kistler. We're going to be drawing the Artemis rocket together, along with Jack Moore of NASA, who's one of their designers, and also the chief of staff is going to be there. So hopefully we're going to be doing that in about 2 hours. It was supposed to happen earlier today, but I guess there was a storm in Texas and it took out the internet. So hopefully their internet is working. You guys definitely hit the like button if you get a chance. Eric, you've been an awesome guest. Thank you so much for gracing us with your time. I know you're a busy guy with your campaign. I might keep these bricks as a background.
It's a good look.
I want to remind people about the Battle Brick Road. Looks like I'm glitching again. People said it reminds. What's that?
There's some bullet holes back there too.
Oh yeah, but ding. I got to get my Photoshop skill on. Oh, Ned is back in Texas. So, okay, Madness Productions, were you having internet problems as well? Because a lot of my Texas friends were like, having, oh, look, another one. Tug got
dinner.
See, look at that. That's this one telling me dinner. What did she cook?
Hot dog and fry and beans.
I don't get to eat the fries. Hot dog, fries, and beans. We're going with the old picnic style dinner tonight. I can't eat potatoes anymore as much as I want them. I can't eat them. They cause inflammation, and I'm an old man now. I have arthritic bone spurs. But thanks to CBD and altering my diet, I don't feel the pain I used to. All right, so what we're going to do, this is one of the things we do on my show. Okay, give me a moment, boss. I give my panel 1 minute where the floor is yours. And then today I'm going to brick you. So Eric, you have 1 minute. The floor is yours.
1 minute, the floor is mine. Everybody go check out Battle Brick Road, a war-torn retelling of The Wizard of Oz. Dorothy Gale, on a mission to find her dad, falls into a world that has been lost, a world that was in sand and is a hidden utopia. She finds it's now a hidden dystopia, torn apart by years and years of warfare. And she picks up some high-caliber friends along the way. Also, if you have yet to back Flying Fortress, we do have some books available, about 80 plus, around 80 books left on the Flying Fortress Remastered Battle Damaged Edition. You can check those out, get them at a discount. And if you wanted to get the little extra sprinkled on top, you can. Oh, and I want to say one more thing right before my minute's up. At $50,000 with Battle Brick Road, 6 AM Comics is going to be doing an 8-page Ashcan story. Your rival is working on the book. A little story about Toto over the rainbow.
I think, you know what? I can't beat him too bad tomorrow. I want him to be able to make sure that he still has confidence left to do your book.
Well, you know what they say, what doesn't kill you.
That's true. But, he seems a little sensitive. So I want to make sure. He has still some semblance of his confidence left.
I hope he has thick skin. It's very important to us.
It's true. All right. I got to grab a brick. There
you go.
All right. You ready?
Okay.
Ready to get brick? 1, 2, ping. He's out. Thank you, Eric. Thank you so much for coming on the Couch Doodle Show. Sketch, you have a minute. The floor is yours for a whole minute, man. Anything and everything.
I want to talk about the chat in this minute. People like Michael Strelitz, who's been very supportive. And you got to know that the chat is a supercomputer. All you creators who have a chat that's big, that's your supercomputer. Look at it. You'll have brilliant ideas, the funniest comedies, the saddest stories sometimes. Everything is in the chat. And all these people who are supporting you because you make great content, remember them, look on them, and shake their hands. Go into other chats and talk to these people, because these are the people that are Comicsgate, the people that will support you when you don't even have a book out, when you're not even doing anything, and they're right there with you in the chat, sending you some super chats, doing everything they can. So, I want to dedicate this minute to the chat. Hail to the chat.
Hail to the chat. Oh man, you're gonna make me cry. Thank God I have sunglasses on, man.
You'll feel better when you break me.
On there, this one's nice. This one's nice, man. It's hefty. It's hefty.
Yeah.
All right, Sketch. Well, we can't even see you, but that's okay. I know it's gonna hit you. Ding.
Oh.
There we go. Sketch. Thank you so much, and you were right, sir. Hail the chat. Ichthus, man. I'm gonna give you. Guess what?
What?
You get 2 minutes, man.
Oh man.
I want you to talk about. I want you to talk about the future. I want you to talk about all the things. But hold on, we gotta. Mr. Strelitz, thank you for the £5 super chat. Thank you, kids are the best. Daniel Wow, I do not know what to say, sir. You're the man. You're the man, sir. All right. It's all yours, man. Talk about anything you want.
Awesome. Thank you so much, Fragaboom, for the extra minute. And so pretty much, guys, just follow me on Twitter. It's official Ichthus. I'm gonna share the screen with you guys really quick, if I can.
Where did it go? I thought you put it in. Oh, there it is. Official. There it is. I'm
official Ichthus.
Popping it in the chat right now, guys. Follow that.
Yeah, you'll see my first gator for JRPG. I've been promoting it. I've been to like a few small streams to promote it, as well as I'm even working on the page. I'm working on the second page. I'm doing the inking process. I finished the first page. I don't know if I can screen share because I know I was able to do it before, but your browser has blocked this. Oh, wow.
Well, you can go up. If you go up into the window, you can unblock it if you're in Chrome.
Oh, I'm not in Chrome. I'm in Firefox.
Oh, shoot. I don't even know.
Yeah. So I don't know why it's not letting me screen share, but.
What's is it on your Twitter?
I just only show the thumbnails on my Twitter.
Darn.
Yeah, so oh well. But yeah,
you're invited back anytime, dude.
Thank you so much, Fraga. I really appreciate it. Yeah, so pretty much like JRPG is just not only the inspiration, but I even got like how to draw TMNT, so that way I really got pretty much like the art style intact. I'm going more of Eastman style with all the God, I keep forgetting that word, but like all the scratchy stuff.
The duo shade cross hatching.
Yeah, the duo.
You know what you want to do if you can find Frank Miller's Ronin, because this is what I like to do. If I find something that I really dig, like for example, you dig the Ninja Turtles,
right?
If you found out who they were inspired by, you can then understand their stuff even more. So if you get Frank Miller's Daredevil and Frank Miller's Ronin, those are the two pieces of source material that they were looking at when they did the Turtles.
Got you. I got Ronin actually. I got the original run as well as the paperback.
Hell yeah.
So I'm good.
My man. And Alfred Ortiz said he just bought Ronin today. Coincidences? Nah, man. Great minds. Yeah, SDA's in the house. What up, man? Anything else you got, Ick?
I'm working on a I'm also working on a ash can. It's gonna be 2 ash can. It has yet to be revealed, but it's pretty much gonna be a superhero. It's gonna be like the hero is detective first and then action. So my way of thinking of the character design is pretty much Grifter and Batman fused together. That's all I could say.
That's awesome. I got a question from Androtaz real quick. Dan, do you have a 125K stretch goal? I do. I don't talk a lot about it because it's sort of a soft goal. I call it a soft goal because what it does is anybody that had backed the trading cards or whoever backs the trading cards as an add-on, instead of getting 5, there's going to be 8. That's what we do is we just give more back. That's what I try to do, but it's a soft one because if you didn't get the cards, then it doesn't really affect you. But that is our 125 stretch goal. King Crow's in the house. Thank you for the $2, man. You got in there right under the gun. You're about to see Ick get bricked.
Oh,
here comes a brick. Ick. See, that's a rap I got for you. And Zaid, sign up for Lost Pages. Zaid's got the link up in the chat. You guys check it out.
Yeah, I already signed up for that one.
Excellent. Yeah, Androtaz says, I thought it would be a good idea. Yeah, thank you, sir. And we're going to be adding, if we go into 60 days, we're going to be adding some new one-of-a-kind perks. The original to the cover, an original skateboard deck that I will draw, and original pair of shoes. All right, man. Which side do you want? You want the far side or the close side?
I don't know. We'll go for the far side because I want to see how well you could throw it.
I gotta stretch and reach.
Yeah.
There it is. Oh shit. Oh. No, it's up in the air. It's up in the air. Bink. There he goes. He's out. Thank you so much, Ick. Welcome back anytime, my friend. I love having you guys up in the panel. Slick Rick says Ick looks like the don't fuck with cats guy. Yeah, you don't fuck with cats. Cats are the best. Far side. She keeps on passing me by. What does it say? I sent the link to Facebook DM. It's a lyrical miracle. Oh, Word Nerd. I think Word Nerd wants to enter the rap battle. I could pass it along to see what happens. But, man, you got to be present. This is a battle in present. You got to feel the heat. But I'm for sure the inexorable Word Nerd dropped mad science like Bill Nye. All right. Fragaboom. All right. Thank you guys. Thank you, Past Master Dan. Thank you, Dark Gift. Definitely see you on Monday. Randy Siplon, my friend. Good to see you, sir. Jetsabel, SDA, Alfred, Zaid, everybody that has been part of the show. Thank you so much for making the time wonderful. We will see if I go on with NASA tonight. If it's not tonight, it will end up probably being next week, depending on if their internet is working. You have been watching the Couch Doodle Show. I'm your host, Fragaboom, comic book veteran of 29 years, maker of things and stuff and kids and love. Share the love, everyone. And back Black Flag. Let's get that stretch goal. We want that 150 so we can get that extra book and smash that like button. And this is what I say every time at the end of every stream because I believe in it. You're a time traveler. See yourself 5 years from now doing and being exactly what you want to be. Are you a successful comic artist? Are you a successful crowdfunder? Are you a successful director? Are you a successful chef, cook? Whatever your dreams may be, you are that. Now you're a time traveler and you came back 5 years to this crazy fucking year of 2020. And all you got to do to get that thing back to where it was is to be and do your best. So guys, be and do your best. You guys be well.